What's up, everybody? It's all Sunforge, Dungeons and Taverns. I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a map video today, and I'm going to go ahead and edit it down to 20 minutes. So let's get to it. Thank you for watching this. I appreciate you all. If you enjoy it, remember to like and subscribe. I think what I want to do is take this big piece down here and like fork it. So here, you'll see what I mean here in a moment after I finish. There we go. Something like that. That's pretty good. Yeah, there we go. Pretty good. I was gonna actually bring it up further, but after I got to this point right here, I was like, "That's like it." I'm looking for jungle tree. We're gonna build that continent down towards the south tip of it, up to about the middle of it. Go ahead and make that jungle. All right, so I'm just putting these jungle trees up, like I said, towards the middle, like probably up in this area right there. The line here, so I know where to stop. There we go. All right, that's what it is now. We lay down each individual tree. Some thick jungle trees, then we merge it in here a little bit to the area where two environments meet. And then there's this large area here where the trees are sparse. They're not as full, they're not as lush, and they're not as numerous. There's a lot of things you could do with that. You're able to put a town or anything you really want in there. Plot devices. They have to wade through this jungle or to find a tomb or of a lost king or a Yanti temple pyramid, or, something cool. But I do want to put a river going through it. So this will be the first river we lay down. I'm going to go with the 6 point. The larger, wider, deep rivers. What's up, everybody? Saul Sunforge. I just wanted to let you know that this next part, for whatever reason in the recording, when I'm editing it in Premiere, the audio is really jacked up. So I'm just going to go ahead and explain now what I was doing then. All right. So I am looking at the jungle, and I am considering on making a river, and I decide that I'm going to and build it from the bottom up to the source, just so I can shape it, the way I want it to envision, just in reverse. I find it to be easier to create rivers from the termination point to the source. And then I decided to put the source up into the mountain because, water travels the path of least resistance. And so I go and take the mountain stamp, and flatten it to the background. So this way I could draw the water directly onto the mountain itself. And I add, pools of water and waterfalls and things. And that's what I'm doing here now. So this way you can see the downward trajectory of it. And adding the waterfalls adds a little bit of an illusion to your brain to trick it into thinking these objects are 3D on a 2D flat plane. All right, so here I am adding the waterfall. I'm just changing the directions of the stamp, so this way it lines up better with the water, and it looks very, very nice. Watching my own video back, I was very happy with it. And I don't like my resting facial expression when I'm not talking. Like, you'll see it like right here. Like, it's just me intensely concentrating on what I'm doing, combined with the fact that I have allergies. and so I can't breathe out of my nose most of the time. So I have to breathe out of my mouth. It just makes me have this dumb ass look on my face, and I hate it. I'm trying to be cognizant of when it's happening in my mind and shut it down. It really looks terrible. All right, so finally, I'm putting the water source up into that mountain, so you can see the water start. It starts from a medium, or it starts from a larger mountain, drops down to a medium mountain. I think that's this mountain's the double layer one. All right, well, it looks like the talking is back in the recording, so I'll be stopping this right now. But if I need to come back in while I'm editing a later section, you'll hear from me again. If not, then you know everything went good. So thanks again for watching. I appreciate you all. If you liked the video, go ahead and hit the subscribe. I won't mind, I promise. Take it easy. What's up, everybody? So I figured out why the audio is all jacked up. It wasn't anything I did. The recording wasn't bad. It was because I was encoding in Adobe Premiere at the same time as I was encoding in OBS, and it overloaded the computer, and so the audio is off by a lot in some places. I'm sorry for that. I'll not try to multitask that much going forward, so that doesn't happen again. But I just wanted to let you know real quick. So sorry. That's badass. I love it. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So now, the river here is deep. I move out the way. Ooh, bitch, way. All right, so get them out of the water here, but you put them on the banks, close enough so that sometimes, occasionally, the leaves are overlapping the water source, right? And it'll give it this depth texture that it's like a mind trick, basically. It'll give it, your eye will temporarily be tricked into more of a 3D base, but on a 2D, because you're hiding some of the water texture. Your brain has to fill it out. So it's like a little trick, basically, to make your world seem that more real for players. All right, so trees are cleared out, pretty much set. I was thinking of making a branch over here, connecting over this way. I think I will do that now. Just remember that when you do that, that water usually follows the path of least resistance. That means that this land down here has to be below the level of this water source up here, which makes sense because it's flowing down from a mountain, and so it's gonna slowly have to lose elevation. So it makes sense that it would run in 2 or possibly 3 different spots, like you'll see here in a moment when I turn this into a delta. All right, so here's the second leg of the delta. I gotta move some trees here, but it is rather impressive. I enjoy it thoroughly. About to do the final leg of the delta. All right. There's the final piece, and it's more of a straightforward, but I think it adds a lot of texture to the land versus what it was before. And I'm going to do that to a lot of, well, I'm going to do that to the whole map. You guys that have a map that is of my normal quality that I use to play on. So that's what we're doing. So just bear with me as we work through this map. You know, you see it's going to take some time, but I'm going to work on it as much as I can for you. Promise you that. All right, so I added a little creek here off to the side. that feeds this body of water here. And I got, I took most of the trees out that I wanted to take. There, yeah, that's pretty. And so see now it's like fully accentuated. And we're gonna add little bodies of water into the jungle area now. All right, so I just did the same process over here. There's a lake starting up in the mountains and a waterfall leading down to a stream that, well, this river here will leads into this lake. Well, really a sea, but like I said in the last video, I use the term interchangeably. Basically, just a large body of water. I know they're different, but for ease of understanding. It's really that a lake on a world map. But I've also did some other things too down here. There's little bodies of water here. You can have like turtles live down there, or grungs, lizard folk, and you know, tritons, aquatic elf race. Lots of possibilities. We're gonna put another water fountain over here. Excuse me, waterfall. Then we're gonna go ahead and make the waterway. Put another one right here. Okay. And then we're going to go ahead and move those trees out the way. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, so it's connected. The trees are, I moved the trees out of the way. Some of my place over here. And then I thinned the trees out over here. You can see I added a black outline to the map. And I got rid of some of the wave shadows. We'll use those for maybe a water depth map or something. And we need 3 more mountain ranges. Because I rolled up that we're going to have 5 mountain ranges on this map. So we got 1, 2. Technically, you could count this one as a third. We'll see. I may, but I may not. So we're going to go ahead and put one on the islands. And I'm thinking about doing something with the islands here. Create one island with a large delta. That's what separates them into 2. I think that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so then then we have this huge reservoir type body of water here. And then we're going to go ahead and make this into a delta down here by putting sand dune. All right, so there we go. So now we have a body of water. You know, it brings the silt and the sand down current, and then it forms these little islands here of silt. And yeah, it looks fine. I might reshape the sand a bit, but other than that, I think I like it. And the islands they're still separated. You know, obviously in areas much larger, much more than others. But I'm thinking of taking some of this off of this island and adding it to this island. We'll see what it looks like here in a moment. Alright, so we had to reshape the water a bit, but we took some of the outcrop over here and just added it to this side instead by cutting a different swath of water through it. Alright, so then we're going to go ahead and put the waterfall. We've got a lake here, a larger lake than the other ones. So we're going to go ahead and make the river off of that now. Alright, so we put a wider but smaller mountain range over here on this island. I'm thinking about bringing the mountains over here to the edge. So it kind of forms like a bowl, sort of. And then we'll just increase the size of them. Just like that. Decrease that one, tuck it in a bit more. Increase that one, tuck it in a bit more. There, that's pretty good. Then I'm gonna put a mountain range up in here. And that, I think that'll be the 5th mountain range. Alright, so there's the snow covered mountains up top. Alright, so I added some blue lights up here. You know, because the ground's icier. We'll put lakes and ponds and things up there next time. Or well, you know, eventually. But we got a whole heck of a lot of the map done today and detailed. But this was an amazing session. So let's go ahead and save it here. So what did it say? 478 changes, I think. And I appreciate you all. Thank you so much for joining me. If you like this video, go ahead and give me one of these and go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Till next time.